Hey guys, what's up? It's Veronica. Since it's so close to Christmas, I decided to film me making one of my presents for my siblings. And it turned out so cute. I really like this too because usually I can find a lot of little things for my siblings that are super cute, but I can't find anything that's big and nice. So what's super cool about this is that you can make a cute makeup bag for them, but then you can totally fill it with other things. And it doesn't have to be a makeup bag either. It could be for pencils or school supplies. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you do, give it a big thumbs up. And that being said, let's just jump right into the video.
So for this DIY, you will need iron-on transfer paper, a towel or something else to iron on, fabric. You're going to want something that's thick, heat and bond. This is somewhat like two-sided tape for fabric, but you can also use hot glue, fabric glue, or a sewing method instead. A zipper, mine was 7 inches, scissors, and an iron. So the first thing we're going to do is find our image for the transfer paper. If you want the same image that I used, just search monkey emoji flower crown. But if you want a different image, you could always search for tumbler stickers instead. These are always super cute, and I kind of want to do something else with these. Once you decide on an image, right-click on it and hit Save Picture As. Then save your image. Next, open up your image in Paint. I'm now just going to situate my image where I want it. You can also hit Print Preview to adjust where you want your image to be on your piece of paper. And also how big or small you want it to be when you print it out. Once you're finished, just hit print. When printing out your image, make sure that your transfer paper is the right side up. Most transfer papers have something else written on them on one side, so you want to make sure that you're not going to print on that side. So now you're going to want to iron out any wrinkles that might be in your fabric. My piece of fabric was 18 by 7 inches. You want your fabric to be the same length as your zipper is at one point. While ironing, you're also going to want to iron over a 1/2 inch seam on both sides. It's important to iron your fabric because you don't want any moisture in your fabric when placing on your image. And for this same reason, you do not want to use any steam while you're ironing. Once you're finished ironing, line up your zipper in the center of your fabric. Next, cut 2 strips of heatin bond the same length as your zipper. Otherwise, if you're using a sewing method, just sew your zipper to the fabric. Now iron your heatin bond onto both sides of your zipper. And also, make sure that you don't iron it onto anything else because it does stick very easily. When ironing it on, make sure that it's paper side up. The instructions for the heatin bond that I used said, place and hold iron on paper line for 2 seconds over the whole surface until it's bonded. Then, pull off the paper, leaving a layer of glue behind. You should be able to see a kind of clear, glossy finish on your zipper now. Now you're going to want to lay your zipper back into the center of your fabric and fold it back over. Also, you want to make sure that your seam that you ironed is folded over. Now, just iron the fabric onto your zipper. You're going to want to iron over this for about 8 to 10 seconds. The heatin bond should stick to your fabric, gluing it together. Sorry if my video got a little bright here. Once it's bonded, inside out your fabric. And you guys actually don't need to zip it up because it actually will be harder to open than later. Now you're just going to want to glue both sides of the fabric. So I'm just going to cut some strips, put them inside, and then iron that for 2 seconds until it bonds. Then peel away your paper and line your material up on top, and then iron that together. You can also iron out your whole bag too, because that will just help it be more crisp. Now just do the exact same thing to the other side. Once you've finished ironing both sides together, flip it over and iron the other side of your makeup bag. Also, make sure that you iron the top corners near the zipper together as well, because you don't want your zipper poking out. Then, inside out your makeup bag. Now, just iron this flat to prepare it for your iron-on transfer. You really don't want any wrinkles in your makeup bag when putting on your image. Next, you're going to want to cut out your images. Make sure to cut as closely as you can to the actual image. Lay out your images how you want them to be on your makeup bag. Once you adjust them to how you want them, just flip them over. Line them all up how you want them, then firmly press your iron on top of them. You want them to be stuck down so that you're not wiggling them around when you're ironing. Once they're stuck to your makeup bag, then you can go over them a few times with your iron. The transfer paper that I used said to go over your images at least 20 times with your iron, back and forth. Once you're finished ironing, let your bag cool for 2 minutes. Then you can peel off your paper. Now you could just leave your makeup bag just like this, but I'm going to show you guys one step more to make this a little cooler. So unzip your bag, and then tuck in the corners of your bag like so. Now you're going to want to pinch your corners together, making a crease in the corner. Now inside the little pouch you made, either stick hot glue, heat and bond, or you could sew the corner from the inside. Then your bag's finished. Now if you're going to give this for a Christmas gift, you can fill this with headbands, hair things, makeup, and just whatever. And that's it.